What's up, guys? This is Lordsevein. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting day for me. This marks the 1 year anniversary of me being on YouTube, which is of course kind of a big deal when you look at it. Like, I don't know. I just wanted to sit down and talk for a little bit. I'm just gonna ramble. So for those of you guys who don't want the rambling and all that kind of stuff, this may not be your video, but hey, I'm at least putting some gaming footage in the background. I'm doing the total halibut thing, total biscuit on his mailbox. I thought that was a good format for my vlog, so I'm going to start doing that from now on. But I just kind of wanted to ramble for a little bit and vamp with you guys, let you guys kind of know what's going on. So yeah, like I said, it's been a year since I've been on YouTube, and if I don't seem super excited, it's because there's just a lot of weird stuff going on right now. Like, in my life, there's a lot of weird stuff going on. Just work is just, oh my god, there are not words for the crap I'm going through with work. Just lots and lots and lots of working all the time. That's why I haven't been uploading as regularly as I normally have in the past, just because I've been working just almost nonstop. So there's that, and just trying to make sure that I have everything in order and stuff like that, because for those of you guys who don't know, I do have a full-time job. And then I do YouTube on the side, and my job recently changed to where now I have a lot more responsibilities. I'm not getting paid anymore for them either, and so I'm trying to position myself where I can get a nice raise and maybe not have to work so hard in the future and things like that. But you got to work hard to be able to do that. So that's the work situation, and I guess most of real life too is just kind of revolving around that right now. And then like, for YouTube, I'm in a weird place with YouTube right now. Just coming right out and saying it. I was recruited by TGM, which is one of those partnership networks, kind of like Machinima, but it's a newer one. And so, like, to join Machinima, you have to have like a certain huge amount of subscribers and just a stupid amount of views. And those of you guys who watch me, I mean, I feel like I'm fairly campy. My channel's fairly campy. I really like putting out good stuff and making good videos, and I think I do a good job, and I have some things kind of in the works, which I'll talk about in a minute. But like, I don't ever predict to be like a CNanners or like a Hutch or something super crazy like that, or a Yogscast, because I can't dedicate that amount of time. So anyway, I was talking to TGN, and they're like, oh sure, yeah, we'll set you up as a partner channel. And I was like, oh, holy crap, that's really cool. Not because I need the money, because again, I do have a full-time job. I don't need YouTube money per se. Not that I'm completely gonna go, I don't need any money. No, money would be nice to be able to buy things like this microphone I'm using right now. I used with what little YouTube money I've seen so far, and that kind of stuff. But the biggest thing about partnership that I want is stuff like thumbnails. I want to be able to do my custom thumbnails, custom background. I get access to things like shows and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to see what those possibilities are and kind of what's going on. And yeah, the partnership money would be nice, but all I'm going to do is turn around and invest it on my computer or like programs for doing YouTube stuff and that kind of thing. So it's not like I'm going to be like, oh yeah, banknote, it's time to go to get some sort of car, because I'm just that's not my focus. But that was 4 months ago. That was in December. And ever since then, I've been told by TGN and the representatives and that kind of stuff that, oh yeah, you're in the queue. It'll happen soon. And in fact, I was actually just contacted, I think last week, and they were telling me like, hey, you just got to send this email and it'll be taken care of. And I'm like, I reply back to them like, yeah, about that. I've been trying to I've sent the same email like 3 times. I've been trying to get partnered for like 4 months now, and nothing's happened. And so, I don't know. Hopefully it'll happen soon. I'm not holding my breath. And, but that's kind of the YouTube situation. So between, like, work and not having a whole lot of time to dedicate to doing YouTube, and the fact that I'm kind of getting jerked around when it comes to partnership and things like that, I wouldn't say I'm, like, burnt out or anything. I'm just kind of in a weird place where I want to create really cool things, but I want to wait until I have all of the tools available to me. It's kind of like... It's kind of like being a painter or something like that. and not having all the tools? Do you wait until all the tools come in from Amazon or whatever, and then start painting your picture then, or do you just start right now and just go, and then have to kind of hobble it together, and it may not look as uniform and stuff like that? I'm specifically thinking about like things like thumbnails. So I don't know, that's that. So that's kind of where I'm sitting with that kind of stuff. But I also want to kind of talk about where I came from for a second, and what I'm doing now, what I'm going to be doing in the future. Because, past, present, future is nice and round. We do like that very much. So, like, I started out YouTube. In fact, I've got probably in this video, I don't know, I'm doing this beforehand, all this audio here, but I'm probably going to be rolling some of my first Minecraft videos, which are just truly awful. Like, that first episode is really terrible. And then, like, in the third episode of my Minecraft Let's Play or something like that, I do some sort of title screen, and it is truly terrible. Like, it is awful. Like, I'm cringing. I'm looking at it right now, and I'm just like, ooh. But, I just started to kind of have fun and just see what I could do, because I was definitely not as busy as I am now at work, and I just kind of wanted to see what was going on. I figured, well, X and CNanners and all that do it, and it doesn't look like it'd be that hard, so why not? So I also wanted to kind of learn how to do video editing, a little bit of photo editing with like Photoshop and stuff like that. So that's how it started out, and you can kind of see, if you like watch all of my videos, you like go back and just go start looking at all the things that I did. I definitely have gotten better, I think, and I'm not ashamed or feel like I'm being immodest to say that. I think I do a pretty good job, just going through some certain stuff. And I thought about doing, like a big video for, like what's going on now, what I've done, like, a year, but I don't think I really care about the year as much as I care about just seeing some really cool content on my channel. Like, I think the thing I'm most proud about is both Blackbeard's Castle, which I do all the editing for, and of course Ian helps, with voices and animations and stuff like that, but I put it all together. I'm really proud of the way that looks as a series, and I'm also really proud of the Jurassic Park series and Terraria Hardcore. I think that, one of the things I've really tried to do now that I've kind of figured out how to do things like video editing and how to do to record stuff and that kind of thing. I really am trying to kind of take the Let's Play format and make it something like a TV show. Make it something really cool rather than just some dude talking into a microphone while Terraria is going on in the background. While that can be really hilarious, CNanners is a good example. It's kind of outdated. So I'm trying to think, like intros and outros and what else can we do, and things like that in terms of marketing and promoting it and all that kind of stuff. So I'm really proud of those things that I've done. I'm proud of every video and all that kind of stuff. But in the future, I'm really looking to take it to the next level. Like, one of the things I've been looking at is an Illusion of Gaia Let's Play, which is an RPG. For those of you who aren't following me on Twitter, you probably should check it out. I have a picture of some of the splash screens up. But it's a really involved RPG that's based on real-world things. So, like, the Incan Empire is mentioned in it, which is kind of cool. And it's really interesting. And then in Angkor Wat and the Tower of Babel and the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, like all these things that are real world, or at least they're myths in the real world, or they're real world things that they use in the game to a really cool effect. And I want to create not only just a Let's Play of that, but also like some information about, like when we get to the Incan ruins, there's like a little cut scene where I talk about the Incan ruins and that kind of stuff. So like really just taking it to the next level. So it's not just like me pressing play on Fraps and then going lol lol lol, reading the text and stuff and playing the game and then putting it on YouTube and profiting or whatever. I want to take it to the next level. So that's kind of what I'm looking at doing. There's that I'm talking to the developers of Legend of Grimrock, and they seem to be pretty receptive to some tutorials and stuff like that. So that's probably going to happen. I'm still working on that Pokemon project. No guarantee when that's done. That's a huge, stupidly huge project, so it may never get finished, but I'm hoping it does. So that's kind of where I sit in terms of my projects. So And I guess the last thing I kind of wanted to talk about for just a second was, just thanking you guys. I mean, if you're where am I now? 10 minutes. If you've made it this far, then I mean, you're either not paying attention to this and you're doing something in the background, like playing a game, which is totally cool because I do that all the time, or you're someone who actually really cares, and I really appreciate that. I appreciate you guys value what I say and think, and you don't get too pissed off when I miss some copper ore in Terraria, or if I mispronounce something in one of my one-shots or something like that. And I think that's really, really cool. I really appreciate the support. My favorite thing is reading comments. I love reading comments. That's why I started, with one-shots, giving away a copy of the game, because I was like, I want to read more comments and read good ones. So I just decided, well, I could just give away games and people will need to comment, and I can read more comments, stuff like that. So that's really cool. So if you made it this far, that's awesome, and really appreciate your support. But anyway, I think I'm gonna end this. It's 11 minutes, and I haven't really spoke about a whole lot. So anyway, there are gonna be some videos up, hopefully Blackbeard later this weekend, and some other stuff going on. Got a couple more giveaways to give out over the next couple of weeks. So yeah, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. If you have any ideas, suggestions, whatever, just let me know below. I'll see you guys later. Peace.